So we've all heard the we listen and we don't judge. I thought I would do a no teeth slash denture version of that, and I'm going to call it we look and we don't judge. This is me, no teeth. That's what I look like. I believe so strongly in breaking the stigma that is attached to not having teeth and to wearing dentures. It is so important to me. When I started wearing dentures 18 years ago, that stigma was still very, very strong. There was nobody sharing their journeys about having dentures anywhere. And if you knew people who had dentures, nobody was talking about it because it wasn't something you just brought up in conversation. You didn't say, hey, I wear dentures or anything like that because that stigma was so strong. And the younger that you were or are with dentures, it's a little rough because you know that people are judging you for being younger with dentures. I will be 58 next month. I got dentures right before I turned 40. I got them in January, and then I turned 40 in March. And that stigma was still strong. It's still there, but so many of us are doing what we can to break that stigma, which is why I do videos like this, show what I look like without my dentures in. I think that's also important because it helps other people who are struggling with how they look with their dentures out, seeing somebody else without their dentures in, literally bearing it all for thousands of people who are going to see their video on YouTube. And I'm still saying, okay, this is me. No teeth, that's it. And I'm okay with this version of me. I like my smile without my teeth in. I think that overall, for somebody who's worn dentures for for 18 years and who is almost 58, my facial structure is doing okay. It's, obviously there are some spots where my face kind of sinks in a little bit. This actually, I'm very self-conscious about this, but it's been like this for years. I had surgery to remove my thyroid and parathyroids 20 years ago, and my neck has just never been the same. It's always been kind of loose ever since then. So ever since I was 38, I've kind of dealt with this loose skin stuff because of the surgery that I had. And that's just part of it. But, I am almost 60, which sounds really weird to say, but, people age and stuff happens, those little jowl things. And, it's just the fun part of aging. But hey, it's better than the alternative, which is, not aging at all. So I'm going to go ahead and age and do it as gracefully as possible. But for me, doing these videos is very important because it's important to show that there is no shame. I don't have teeth. Cancer destroyed my teeth. That's what happened. No matter how I lost my teeth, though, it wouldn't matter. Whatever caused my teeth to fail, none of that is important. It doesn't matter. And what matters is I had my teeth extracted, took control of my health, and now I wear dentures. And a lot of people just feel like that's something they should be embarrassed about because they needed dentures. The important thing here is that people who got rid of their failing teeth are healthy, and that's the bottom line. So I am way healthier than I would have been if I would have kept, I'd probably be dead, honestly, if I had kept my failing teeth for the last 18 years because I would get infections and a lot of things were going on. And so I'm not embarrassed because I don't have teeth. I'm not embarrassed because I have dentures. This is just my life. This is where I'm at. And the only thing we can do in life is move forward with the things that we are faced with. And this is what I was faced with, and I move forward. That's just the way it goes. We can't have things the way we want it all the time, and sometimes stuff happens and we just move with it, and this is where I'm at. So I think for the most part, given that I've had dentures for this long, that my facial structure is good. Love my smile. Think I look like a turtle, which works great for me because I love turtles, collect turtles. So I like my turtle smile. When I have my dentures in, my face does look a bit different. As you can see, my lips are much thinner with my dentures out. My top lip is almost non-existent. And of course, there is a little bit of a, there's nothing there for structure. But when my dentures are in, that changes. My upper lip fills out more. My bottom lip fills out more. My cheeks are filled in, and they're not as, they weren't like horribly sunken in with my dentures out, but it fills out more once I put my dentures in. My dentures are well made and they fit very well. They're also kind of on the big side, to be honest. They go all the way down, which helps to fill all of that out because they do go all the way down. And then my top denture actually goes all the way to here. And I'm not gonna like tip back because nobody wants to look at my nose, but they go all the way up and they fit really well. I don't have any adhesive in right now. I went ahead and just put my dentures in with just regular. What I do when I put my dentures in without adhesive is I take a swish of water, like I just take, well, switch. I take a sip of water and swish the water around and get everything nice and wet. And then I put my dentures underneath water, put my bottom in first, no, put my top in first, sorry, put my top in first, and then put my bottom in, and then I just kind of bite down a little bit, and that's it. I hold them in place for about 20-30 seconds when I first put them in, and then I bite down, just kind of let that suction happen, and they're not going anywhere. I'm talking just like I would if I had natural teeth. To me, there's no difference. If I don't use adhesive, if I do use adhesive, when I talk, there's no difference. When I eat, also no difference. I can eat without adhesive. I like to use adhesive. I use adhesive for extra security. I use adhesive so that I can sneeze without worrying about my dentures going flying across the room. If I go to a concert, I can sing. I don't have to worry about my dentures coming out. I can roll down a hill with my grandchildren. It gives me extra security, but I do not need adhesive. As you can tell, my dentures are nice and securely in place. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. I don't know if you'll be able to hear any suction. Kind of that release of when you take your dentures out and the suction is good, but we're going to see. I have no guarantee that it's going to be something that's audible on the video, but let's see. So bottoms out first. No, not really anything that's audible, but they were very, very securely in place. And this is me. Dentures out, dentures in, dentures back out. And this is the real side of having dentures. And I hope that by doing this video, I help people who are still struggling with seeing themselves without teeth to know that it's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm doing this with the knowledge that thousands of people are going to see this video, and they will see my gums, they will see me without teeth, and that's okay. We look and we don't judge. And I also want people to know that it is possible to still have well-fitting dentures even years down the road. 18 years with dentures, you see, no adhesive, and they were fitting very well. So the worry that many years down the road, you're just going to suddenly not be able to wear dentures is also, for some people, that does happen. But there are other people like me that does not happen to. So I just wanted to also show that you can, even 18 plus years into having dentures, they can still fit well. You don't have to stress about something that may or may not happen. It's very possible that your dentures will fit well after nearly 2 decades of having dentures. It's hard to say, but as long as you have healthy gums and minimal bone loss, then you should, and a good dentist that actually takes good molds and does everything, which I'm very fortunate that I had that. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and show a couple of different things. I'm going to go ahead and go. I'll talk to you later. Bye.